Hey guys, it's Cher, and in today's video I'm going to show you how I created 3 different eye looks using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. So before anyone calls me out on this, I know this is quite an older palette, but I just got it as a birthday present last month, so I'm just now getting around to being able to play around with the different shades that come in it, and I really like it because there's a lot of neutrals, which we all know I love, which not that you can tell from this dark smoky eye look that I did today, but there's a lot of neutrals and shimmers, and it's just such a pretty palette that I feel like you can get a lot of everyday use out of. And also I really like making videos on palette instead of having to mix more than one together to get a whole look. So today's video is going to be a 3 looks, 1 palette type of video. I'm going to be showing you how I came up with these 3 different eye looks using only the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette. I tried to include a mix of something simple, something somewhere in the middle, and then obviously a darker, smokier look that I'm wearing right now, just so there was something for everyone, no matter what your taste is, and also to try to show how versatile this palette really is. So if you want to see what shades I used to create any of these 3 different eye looks, then let's get into it. For this eye look, I tried out a smoky purple rose halo eye. First I used Limit, a light rose shade, right above my crease as a transition. Next I used this medium-toned pinkish brown color, Nooner, on, that's a funny name, on the inner and outer edges of my eyes. Not the very outer corners, but angled a little towards the inner part of my eyelids. Then I'm taking the shade Factory, which is this brown satin color, and darkening those edges up a little bit more. Then I'm applying the smoky black matte shade called Dark Heart to the very outer edges of my eyes, making those inner and outer corners the darkest and smokiest part of this eye look, and trying to blend that in a little bit with the other colors so it doesn't look as harsh. For the center part of the halo, I'm using Buzz, a metallic rose shimmer shade, which I think comes across a little purple toned on me, more so than rose, but that could just be me. I am semi-repeating those steps beneath my eyes, using Nooner and that darker brown shade Factory on the inner and outer edges of my lower lash line, and then applying a little bit of that purple shimmer Buzz that I used to create the halo effect on my lid on the very middle section underneath my eyes, just to try and mirror that halo eye effect on the bottom half of my eyes as well. Last, I applied the palest shade in this palette, called Strange, to my inner corner and on my brow bone as a really subtle highlight. I kept the next eye look super simple and natural. I started by using the shade Burnout all over my lid as kind of a shimmery base for the other shimmer shade I used later on. Then I used Limit for my transition shade in my crease, building that up for a while. Then I applied Trick, this light metallic coppery shimmer, all over my lid. Once again, I finished up by using Strange on my inner corners and below my eyebrows as highlight. I skipped liner and just applied some brown mascara to keep this look really wearable and natural for every day. For the third and final eye look, I went for something dark and smoky again. I started by using Nooner as my transition shade. It's a really great transition shade for me, if you can't tell, because I use it so much. But I worked that into my crease for a while until I was happy with how dark it looked. Then I picked up some of the deeper taupe mauve shade, Dark Side, and applied that to the outer corner of my eye. I used this more metallic taupe shade called Mugshot for the rest of my eyelid. I decided to go ahead and do some winged liner for this look since it is darker and more dramatic. I balanced everything out with a little bit of Nooner and Dark Side on my lower lash line. And just like before, to finish up, I used the Color Strange on my inner corner and as my brow highlight. Alright you guys, so those were the 3 eye looks that I came up with using the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. I hope you guys liked watching this video. If you did, then make sure you give it a thumbs up, and I can make more like them in the future using different palettes to create different eye looks with. Make sure you subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't yet, and click the little bell notification so you know exactly when I post a new video. If you want to find me on Facebook or follow me on Instagram, then my social media links will also be down in the description box, along with a playlist of all the other makeup videos I've done on my channel if you want to check out any of those. Comment down below which eye look was your favorite, and make sure you let me know if you have any suggestions for any future videos you'd like me to film, and I will check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!